Hello and welcome to the SRC GT3 challenge. And tonight we are on Sebring with the first round of our series being hosted in the first session tonight. And we are quite happy to announce our first season switching from LMU and R Factor to iRacing and experiencing this new simulation and yeah, opening up the opportunities for you guys to join in and drive your favorite simulation. So I'm very excited about this new format tonight. So we're going to race two times 35 minutes races. Each driver is divided in his own class by Pro Am, and M. So basically, every driver has their own I rating, which separates them into each class. So it's even more exciting to watch tonight because we're not only going to have the full ranking, we have a Pro and Pro Am class ranked. So yeah, I'm really excited about this format, and we're going to see tonight how well this will happen. And yeah. On my side is Christoph. He's going to commentate tonight with me as well. And yeah, I'm happy to have you here.
Yes, also hello from my side. I'm very excited for this. This is going to be a very exciting championship. Today is the first round of six, and yeah, right now is quali. Another 18 minutes. Everyone can do as many laps as they want. So let's see how quali ends. Hello, Wood Mathauser. Yes, the race is going to be in the dark. Right, drivers are now starting to get on their first laps.
Let me actually open up the stream chat as well.
A small mistake in turn one from Christophers. Small wiggle there, probably still on cold tires.
Sebring on night is actually so insane. Like with the sun going down, it's looking very cinematic. So I love that. I love that time of the day. If the GT3 cars are turning on their lights and heading through the night, it's a cinematic feature.
Yeah, I agree. It's also nice to see like when the temps get lower, then the cars will only go fast. So let's see how fast the drivers can push their relative cars. Will definitely be an exciting qualifying session. Let's go on board with the Lamborghini of Finn Matusek coming to Le Mans chicane on his first lap. Now coming into Sunset Bend to finish off his lap. Let's see what time it's going to be for his first time lap. And the Orca Racing car, very nice livery in my opinion, I have to say. Now coming out of the final corner, his first lap time is 1 minute 59.6. Tony Richter behind him immediately goes a bit faster than him, also 59.6, but a bit lower. But those first times are not going to be that important as they are still warming up the tires. So let's watch the fiercely forward driver Connor Franson finish off his first lap. Coming out of the final corner out of Sunset Bend. Very close to the wall.
He's really pushing the limits up there.
Yeah.
And let's have a look at the
58.9.
time.
6/10
It's the pole
faster.
position.
For now it's pole position. Let's see how the other drivers can do on their next laps. A 6/10 is quite a big gap on the first lap, which is pretty impressive. Let's go to the Porsche of Christopher Svars. Coming into the final corner. The Porsche really sounds nice, I have to say. Out of final corner, let's see by what he can improve on the second lap. Down to 59.7, which currently puts him fourth. Toni Richter also improves to 59.2. Kenzie van der Weken up to P4 now with a 59.5. Also resetting now. Getting new tires again. Some people carry on to the third lap, like for example Kevin Lazar. Oh, he's actually on the second lap, my bad. But Toni Richter and Finn Matusek continued on their relative third laps.
Yeah, but the gap is closing down from second to first place. I mean, we've had around about 6/10,
Yeah.
but now it's only 2/10 remaining. So I'm really excited if there's going to be a leader change in qualifying.
Now a new fast lap for Conor Franson, 58.7. Now it's 5/10
And
again.
that's huge.
Yeah.
Half a second, that's really huge.
Very strong performance from the PSL4 driver so far. Very good performance so far. But let's see if the other drivers can maybe get close to that. Switch to Finn Matusek and Toni Richter, who are going to complete their third laps now. Coming out of the last corner, quite a bit of space to the wall actually, but let's see what time he does. 59.2, so slight improvement, but still behind Toni Richter. Toni Richter provisional pole position, barely ahead of Conor Franson, 58.7. Kevin Lazar up to third.
Okay, now the times are flying in.
Yeah, now it's starting.
Really hot.
Next driver across the line. Alex Stefanov up to P5 with a 59.4. Let's go back to Kenzie van der Weken, who just finished his lap. Oh no, he's starting his lap. Sam McConnell up to P12 in the Corvette. And Conor Franson back on pole again with a 58.4. This.
Okay, I'm really excited. I mean, 10 minutes left and we're already improving. Every driver is improving and yeah, the fuel level is getting lower. So that means that the cars will get lighter and immediately become faster. So we're going to look at if somebody is resetting, escaping, going back to pits and grabbing themselves a new set of tires, or if they're saying maybe we're starting with a bit more fuel level and from then on using used tires with a low fuel level to get the best amount out of their lap. But we're going to see who is going to attempt with which strategy. So
yeah, it's definitely interesting to see. Some drivers like
Yeah,
Kenzie reset after 2 laps, but like Connor and so are still going. So that's interesting to see. Also, meanwhile, Moritz Birzer in his Corvette up to P6 as Finn Matusek now goes up to 3rd, re-overtaking Kevin, his teammate. Let's see if Kevin can come back from that. No, he can't. No improvement on his lap. Ruven Nägele up to P6 in the Lion GP Mercedes. And Micha Peusel up to 5th in the Mercedes. Wow, really strong performance from him. Currently first in the AM class. If he's going to drive out again with
that's
90 minutes
definitely.
remaining. But that's definitely a very good lap for his class. Let's see now Connor Franzen out of the final corner. Let's see if he can improve again. Oh, he can't. No improvement for him this time, but Spitzer pitting in, currently P8. Going for a new set of tires, new fuel. Let's see Janis Rode coming out of the final corner, currently sitting in P16. Starting his lap, let's go on board with him in the Audi for this lap.
Ah, it's a really nice perspective out there.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe explaining to some of the viewers who are watching right now, as we are explained in the beginning of the stream, that we are going to have 3 classes divided by Pro, Pro-Am and Am. The drivers are given each individually numbers to their number plates. That means drivers who are starting in Pro class just having 2 numbers, like Finn and Connor, starting with 23 and 44. And people in Pro-Am class starting with 100 XX. That means Tony M. Richter is now leading the Pro-Am class at the moment. And drivers who are competing in Am class, like Micha Peusel, are given a 2 before their individually number. So that's how we are going to see which driver is divided in which class. Explaining to some of the viewers who might not understand what we're talking about right now.
Very aggressive line over the curb there, to be honest. Now coming to the final corner. What time is that going to be for him? Comes across the line, preparing the exit for the next lap. No time for him, probably hit the wall then, or off track. No improvement there. Oh, hit the wall again at turn 1, that's probably not good. So he doesn't have any damage from that. Let's go to Tony Richter, who's currently sitting in 2nd. Now is coming across the line again. 58.5, which is now only 10th behind Connor Franzen. Wow.
Yeah, that
So
is really
that's,
close.
yeah, that's getting really close now. Let's see if any of the other guys can have an answer to that.
Oh,
Kevin
I guess Kevin
Lazar.
Lazar
Oh,
improved as
wow.
well.
Yeah, up to also 58.5. Very good there.
It's getting really close up there.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm really excited to see. Maybe you can show as well some drivers who are currently sitting in the midfield of the grid, like like Christopher Svars. I guess he's going to set a new lap time as well now in P11.
Yeah, he's actually coming out
Maybe
of the last
he's
corner right now.
maybe he's starting now his lap, or he's even finishing it. Ah, okay, no improvement
Yeah, no
yet.
improvement there. By 59.7, which is probably also not that bad, but let's see if he can improve now on his lap. Let's go back to Connor Franson, who's now finishing his lap. Let's see if he can improve. 58.1. Wow. Right, so
Yeah, okay.
there's the 3/10 again. So the gap is now back. Now Micha Poisel in the line GP Mercedes coming out of the last corner. No improvement there. Probably first lap there. Let's see what he can do on this lap now. Now Jordan Osborne coming out the last corner. For his first time of a 2 minute 4.8. No time there for Jonas Rode as he hit the wall in turn 1 as
I
from
guess
Weber.
Finn Matusek is about to set a new lap time. He's coming down through the last corner right now, and he may be given some sense of, oh no. Okay, maybe it's
Yeah, he
the
just
new
started his
improvement for
first lap.
him. Ah, okay, he's starting his first lap. Never mind.
Let's look at Ruven Nägele as he comes across the line. 59.2, no improvement there.
But it's interesting to see that actually a Pro Am driver is currently sitting in second position, and it really does mean a lot. It doesn't mean a lot by being in Pro class. We can see definitely here that Pro Am drivers are given the opportunity to
Stefan Ruppert
qualify.
improves up to 8th. Sorry for interrupting you there. But very
Oh
strong
yeah,
left from him there in the AM class, who's now first in the AM class.
is now
Two
leading.
thousandths ahead of Micha Peusel. Wow.
He's now leading the Pro. He's now leading the M class. I'm sorry. It's really exciting to see. Maybe we can take a look at Moritz Bilzer, who's currently sitting in third position of the M class. Interesting because he's also not far ahead behind. He's sitting down by 1/10 with a 59.5, so he has definitely a chance to improve himself. And I'm definitely excited because doesn't expect the M class to be that close together.
Yeah, definitely. Switch to Jonas Rode as he probably goes for his last lap now. Still no lap time for him. Probably invalidated it. Let's go back to Moritz Bilzer as he's also setting up his lap, so also no improvement there from him probably now. 59.7 though, so not a bad lap, but no improvement there. Alex Stefanov now coming across the line with 59.416, which improves his time but not his spot actually, which is interesting to see. Oh, Ruven Nägele up to 4th now, overtaking Finn Matusek and Kenzie van der
Oh, that's
Werken.
strong.
Yeah, that's very good. Very
That's
close with Finn though.
yeah, it's third position in Pro M class.
Yeah, but he's also now stopping. He was still
But
on lap. Toni
Connor is
Richter out of the last corner. Coming across the line. 59.4, but he still got a lap. Let's see what that's going to be. Oh, Christopher's fast up to P7. Very good performance from him as well. See what can Kenzie van der Werken put in a lap? No, he's pitting in, so no lap from him. Let's see.
really enjoying to see much Lamborghinis right here. Didn't expect them to register themselves because I don't see much Lambos in the last time.
Yeah. Oh, Micha Poisel with an improvement, but no, he goes up 2 positions, up to 8 with 59.3.
100.
Yeah, very good performance there as well. Let's go to Giannis as he's about to cross the line. Oh, I think that might have been the wall.
That might have been
But he still
cut
gets a lap,
track.
I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
no lap time again from him.
Okay.
Alfie, no improvement there.
We have only 2 seconds remaining.
Yeah. So that is with qualifying. Let's go to
That
the
is qualifying done.
yeah. Let's go to the list of drivers. Connor Franson on pole with a 58.1. Very good performance from him. 3.5 tenths ahead of Toni Richter, who is the pole sitter in the Pro M class. Ahead of Kevin Lazar, then Ruven Nägele, then the other pro car of Finn Matusek, then Kenzie van der Werken, who's who's the second Lambo after Finn Matusek, then Christopher Swaas, then the pole sitter in AM, Micha Poisel, then Sam McConnell, and then Stefan Ruppert, and that's our top 10 for the race now.
Yeah, I mean, it's I wasn't expecting to be that close, especially in M class. So we can definitely see much potential from some drivers, especially from the Pro M class, because I mean, in P2, P3, and P4, it's even a Pro M driver. So yeah, I think it's going to be a quite interesting race. I mean, we have in my eyes some quite a few Mercedes actually at the front, led by Aston Martin. So I really enjoy the much car brands in the front row. So that doesn't mean that one car is given an extra boost or stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, and now all cars are gridded, and I guess we are ready to go. So that means that Connor is going to grab the field and lead them down onto the straight. Um, so I'm really excited how this start behavior is going to be.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. Also short parade lap, so not much time to warm the tires. So let's see if there's going to be any cold tire moments into turn 1. But now, out of the final corner, Connor is controlling the field. And we're green. Very good start there behind from Kevin, who's making it 3 wide.
Oh,
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 he's
it's actually
leading
4 wide.
already. I think Connor went after green, so Kevin just overtook him. Oh, and there's the
Oh,
spin, there's the
it's the
spin.
first car spinning.
Oh, Ruven Nägele, but he saved it though. Very good save there. So he's not actually like in the wall or so, but he's just very far to the rear, which is very unfortunate for him. Now to be 20th after 4th in quali, which is very unfortunate. But we have to rewatch the start again to see what happened there, because either like Kevin jump started or Connor just went after green. But now Connor lost 2 positions and Kevin up in first and Toni Richter behind. So that's going to be interesting to see how Connor now has to handle that. Also further down in the field, Finn down to the 7th,
Nagler
losing
was
2
in
positions.
4th position, right?
Yeah, but he's... Oh, I think there's been an incident. Yeah, Moritz Spitzer. Yeah, Moritz Spitzer spun. See what happened there. Go to chase cam for this one. Wheel to wheel with the Line GP Ford. But he's just running out a bit too wide.
He's stepping
Unfortunate.
in on the rear left.
Yeah,
Ah, okay, that's
unfortunate.
but perhaps I mean he's waiting to not being a danger for any other driver who's following. And there's the next car sitting on the right side. I didn't quite see who it was. It
Kevin
was
Oderwald, right?
it could be, yeah. Maybe let's have a check what
Yeah, Kevin
happened
Oderwald
there.
spun on his own with the cold tires. That's probably a Lambo moment on cold tires there. Spinning in the
Yeah,
fast
hitting the
left-hander.
curb and then okay.
But nice
It's
save
on his
though,
own,
not
but he
crashing.
saved it.
Yeah, that's good. Right, let's go back to the front of the field. Kevin Lazar leading. And Toni Richter being behind. Oh no, I think there's been... Yeah.
No, it's
Oh, it
Toni
wasn't
Richter
live.
leading.
Yeah, they're going live. They're going side by side in turn 1 now.
Ah, okay, that's
Oh,
actually...
Kevin also got overtaken by Connor now.
And the Aston Martin is back in second place. It's a really close fight up there,
Yeah.
actually. I'm enjoying that. And the Porsche on fourth place, chasing the both Mercedes down. Actually, it's a fight for first place. I mean, 5 cars. I included the Lamborghini in the back with
Oh, a spin.
Kenzie van der Weg.
Spin. Wesley Peel spun.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Our only Audi spun.
No, Kevin, not Kevin. Jannis Rohl is also in the Audi. Let's see what happened there. Who was that?
Oh, he gets tapped in
I
the
think,
back.
he got tapped in the back, I think. Or,
Oh,
oh, it might have been the curb though. Either it was a net court, or he just got tapped, or he just hit the curb there in a weird angle. But that's unfortunate for him. After running in P8 after that lap. Out onto 20th, unfortunately.
yeah. We'll definitely have to review that later on. Couldn't...
There's
But I
already
mean,
a small group formed at the front with Tony, Connor, Kevin, Christophsis, and Kenzie now running away from Finn in P6, who's also recovering a bit after falling down to P7.
But they're staying together, and I'm really excited how the slipstreams are going to pay out right here. I mean, we do not have much straights here on Sebring, but I guess it would be enough definitely to overtake into the Sunset Bend. And
Yeah.
I'm excited to see if there are going to be a few more overtaking moves.
I think Giannis just went past the line GP fade there into the last corner. Let's reset. Yeah, coming from behind, going into the last corner. I think the Mercedes just went a bit wide, yeah. The Mercedes went
Oh,
wide and
yeah.
Giannis took his chance, just overtook him. Move there, smart move.
And I mean, Giannis does, or maybe he has the biggest improvement by far in the field. He made up 9 positions starting in P18. It's definitely one with the most positions gained so far. And yeah, I mean, it's I love that. I love that Audi.
Here we see Kenzie van der Werken following Christopher Schwarz very closely. Maybe he can send a move this time by into Sunset Bend. Last time by he was very close, but not quite close enough to go for a move. As we see Kevin Oderwald in the back of the field, getting past Andy Swarbrick, who also instantly gets overtaken by Matthias Eggert. See what happened there.
And by the way, we have to mention Christophers is a driver in the M class.
No, he isn't.
And now maybe fighting for the podium as well.
He isn't. There's just a mistake with the number. Oh, Andy just went deep apparently. And then he also just got overtaken by Matthias Eggert. But to clear it up, there's a mistake with Christopher's number. He should be in the pro class by his iRating.
Ah, okay.
That's set to the wrong number. So that has to be fixed for next race. Oh yes, he goes a bit wide in the last corner actually. So let's see, maybe Kenzie can send a move from turn 1. He's really close. He stays behind though.
Late move. He stays behind.
All the 3 drivers from first to the third all did 59.2, so they're very close there, like following each other.
Kevin Lazar with the fastest lap of the race, but it's just divided by a few hundreds, so he's closely following his teammate, I guess, Tony Ambrichter and Connor Seeker-Franz.
No, they don't teammates.
I'm not sure. No, they don't teammates.
Oh,
Okay,
Connor goes into the hairpin. No, he doesn't. He just faked the move there. Bit of moving there on the braking, but not really, dirty there because they weren't with the wheel. But nice to see that they're already like hinting a move. Let's see if anything is going to happen now. Still really close though. They've kind of got P4 and 5 now. But they're still staying really close together. Oh, I think there's been a spin. Micha Poisel. Yeah, Micha Poisel
Oh,
spun
that was
around.
the leader in M class, Micha Poise.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate. Oh, there was a fight. Oh, wait.
Oh, it's a late
Yeah,
send down. Oh,
that's a very late send on the inside from Sam. I mean,
may.
he makes the corner. He makes the corner very good, so
Oh,
I feel like.
that's a harsh overtaking move.
Yeah, but yeah, the race control definitely has
Yeah,
to look at that afterwards. But I mean, like in my opinion, he made the corner very well. Like it was aggressive, but he made the corner. So
yeah. It's a hard move, but I hope that Micha can recover from this.
yeah,
Well,
it would be hard to
I
recover
mean,
though.
after him, it would be now Stefan Rupert leading the EM class now in 10th position.
Also, there's been a crash for Kevin Odervald who spun on throttle coming out of tower, not tower corner, of corner is this actually, of turn 8 I think this is now. Hit the curb in a
Yeah,
bit weird angle, and then
yep.
when he settled, spun into the wall,
I
which is very
guess that the
unfortunate.
Lambos may having a bit traction control problems on the curbs. I mean, it's the
Yeah,
second time now for the Lamborghini spinning themselves on the curb, so they might have been struggling with traction control right there.
seems to be, yeah.
Maybe we can have a look back in the field. Wesley Peels in P17 is also chasing down
Oh,
Matt Getter right now.
he just overtook Matthias Eggert. No, Matt Getter, my bad.
I mean, they're quite close to get the...
Just overtook him
Ah,
though.
no, he actually did make the overtake.
That's
He also...
that's a very
Yeah,
nice move.
okay, we're sending it into turn 2.
Once instead of the Ferrari,
Ah, that's
very
the...
respectful driving there.
Yeah,
The Ferrari
that's how we
pulls
want
out
racing to
there.
be.
Yeah. Tries to go for the switchback, but Wesley covers it off well. As Finn
That
Matusek
wasn't...
goes through. On the inside of the Simit Porsche. Oh, corner Franson back up to lead. Now everything is happening now. Let's see what happened there. Oh, he just sent it down the inside in that corner there. That's a very aggressive move, but it seems to work out well. Oh, Jannis Rode spun, I think. Oh yeah,
That's...
wheel to wheel with the Line GP Ford there. Oh, as he gets pushed onto the
he's
grass.
pushed.
I didn't actually spin, so he just got pushed right onto the grass. As the 3 Line GP drivers now go through there. Connor Franson got re-overtaken, and now they're... Oh, now Kevin Lazar might also go through. And they're going wheel to wheel into turn 2, so there's so much happening right now. And see what happened here. So that happened. Coming into the last corner, Bruni Richter around the outside. Tries to go for the switchback. Connor goes a bit deep. So Tony actually gets quite a good run out the last corner. Leading into turn 1. Kevin behind. Taking the slipstream of both of them. Going to the outside. Connor goes a bit slow into turn 1. And then they're going into wheel to wheel.
Both machines are passing the Aston Martin. Oh no, actually
Nah,
she's
Kevin...
rolling back into turn 2.
Yeah. Kevin pulled out. Switch to live again. Yeah, that develops.
Yeah, the 3 drivers are clearly separating themselves from the rest up on the field. I mean, they have a gap of 4.5 seconds right now. So the race is surely going to be decided by any of these 3 drivers. Expecting them not to crash, but we'll have to have a look at how race is continuing on.
There's some racing going on further down the field. Moritz Spitzer overtaking Daniel Beckett. But Daniel Beckett has to fight against Matt Gatter. Let's see what happened there for Moritz to overtake. Coming down into that corner that we just saw the crash happen a few laps ago. Wheel to wheel. And nicely done at the apex, very good move.
By the way, we saw the spin from
I think that's
Mr.
been
Poison.
an accident. Let's check what happened with Florian Kreuzer. He just got reached through a bit, I think. Maybe not. Maybe my overlay.
Yeah,
Was
TC and
not right.
ABS is allowed, has been asked in the chat.
Yes.
Any of these cars having both systems installed, and all of these drivers are racing, including ABS and traction control.
Yeah, so as Ben said, they're built in GT3 cars, so anyone can use them if they want to, but like it's most drivers use them because it's a disadvantage to not use them.
Maybe we can have a look at P9, Alex Stefanov. I guess it's yeah, it's maybe a group of three
Two
chasing
teammates
down,
actually.
yeah, chasing down P8, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah,
Yeah. I think
it's
Ruven Nagel is kind of pulling away from them right now and
yeah,
going back
correct.
through the field after Ruven spun on lap 1 actually and fell down to P20. Now up to P8 again. So 12 positions gained. So very, very good recovery from him there. And now he's catching back up to Sam McConnell, his rival in the Pro-Am class. Last lap nearly 19th fast. Let's see how this lap by. As Tony Richter sets a new fast lap with a 58.8. Connor Franson also 58.8. And Kevin Lazar 59.1. Ruven Nagel now 5 times faster, so he's slowly but surely catching up to Sam McEnroe. So there's also going to be a battle there, probably happening soon. Also, a bit further up the field, P5 and P4. The only two Lamborghinis in the field of Kenzie van der Werken and Finn Matusek. Where there's one more Lambo of Kevin Odegaard that we just saw spin. But there's probably also going to be a move rather sooner than later from Finn. They're all
By the
going to
way,
be pretty good phase.
Connor is starting a harsh attack onto Tony Richter.
Yeah.
Was faking down into the airpin as well, so the fight is getting really close down there, and I'm expecting him to make an overtake, maybe this back straight on, or maybe on the start-finish line.
But they're also like kind of starting to drop Kevin a bit, who maybe overpushed his tires a bit too much at the start, and now is struggling to follow the lead pack a bit. But maybe if they're going to start to fight, maybe he can get a bit closer again. As Kenzie van der Werken just says he doesn't have enough fuel, so that's going to be probably free positions for quite a few drivers, as he probably has to come down to pit road sooner than later.
I guess with 2/10 space, he's going to be too far away to make an overtake right here into turn 1.
Yeah. A very wide off turn 1 off track there.
Oh, that could be an off track for him, yeah.
Oh, and braking on the grass. That was a slide there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Definitely.
sideways there. Good save
That's a
though.
big moment.
Yeah, and he's still that close to Tony Richter, so that also shows how good of a driver Connor is. Now though, he's very close coming into the hairpin. Maybe he's going for a move now. Still staying behind though, but he's following really, really closely up him.
And there's actually a group of 3 fighting.
Oh,
for
Connor now
P4.
down the inside, but he pulls out.
Oh.
Oh, very aggressive driving there from both of them. But good, nice fighting so far. Like really excited with how this race has been going. Like, there's been so much action happening.
Yeah, it's a really close, nice fight, but I'm expecting Connor to wait up until the end, until he makes a move. Maybe he's saving his tires in the slipstream of Toni Richter.
A bit further down
And
the field, there's been an overtake from Micha Poisel against Jannis Rode, but now Jannis is actually overtaking him back down into tower. And now they're going side by side down into the Le Mans chicane. See how that's going to happen. Remember last time when Jannis was side by side, he got pushed wide on the exit. So let's see how that's happening now. Jannis pulls out and Micha takes the position now. But maybe into the last corner, Jannis can go for a move again. Bit of a gap there. A good exit from Jannis, it seems like, as he's getting a bit up to him. He turns behind. I don't think that's enough for a move, but let's see. Yeah, he's staying behind, playing smart. Now as we look back up to the front of the field then, it seems like Kevin has picked up the pace a bit again. Now also doing a 59.0. Well, down the field, Moritz Birza is now up to be 15, overtaking Alfie Eddie Bern. Sorry if I spelled that wrong. If I said that wrong. Down into turn 3, overtaking the Porsche. Very nice move there.
definitely is close fighting between both of them, and I'm happy to see that even down the field, gaps are close to fight, and it's just not the top 3 fighting for the first place in the race.
Yeah, definitely.
Might be the
Oh,
interesting
now
duel on the
Connor
field
down
right
the
now.
inside into the last corner. Now wheel to wheel with Stefan. Stefan lifts out of it. Let's see if he can come back. Connor a bit wide there. Let's see. Maybe Stefan can get a better exit again. It seems like Connor now finally is through now. Up into first.
And I've heard some spins into turn 1. Might have been a yellow flag right now if they're approaching. Okay, maybe it was a quick recovery spin.
Now Connor in the lead, already starting to pull away a bit from Tony. Now Kevin is really close to Tony. Maybe he can go for a move now. But they're still really close together. A bit further down the field, there's a lot of action going on. Finn and Kenzie really battling it out hard. Defending quite a lot there. But still giving each other the space and respect that they need. And very good driving there as well.
I love that livery.
Yeah, definitely. Very nice livery. And now Kenzie. Wait, Kenzie's blinking, but he's going down the inside, but he pulled out. A small slide there on the exit from Finn, but he keeps position now. And now Christophers is right behind that. Let's go to the front again, as they're not even separated by more than 2/10. They're all within like half a second.
Up to them again.
Yeah, oh, there's a slow GT3 there, but yeah.
And he's making plays right there, and it's really respecting these blue flags as Kevin Lazar is catching up to both of the drivers in front. Maybe he has found some lap time right now, and as they are diving down the last corner, Connor leads the field by just 2/10. So it's really close fighting right here, and I'm I'm loving that, and I'm expecting them to fight it out up until the last minute of the race. So I really can't tell who of these three guys is going to win.
Oh, yeah, now Kenzie pitting. As he said, he doesn't have enough fuel. So that's quite a few positions, quite a few people overtaking him there.
Normally, you should have enough fuel for one race. It really has to be a pit-wise failure from Kenzie.
Oh, Tony down deep in the hairpin, and now he's wheel to wheel with Kevin. So that probably not only lost him the draft, but he also lost the position to Kevin through that. So now probably Connor can just pull away. As they're battling it out now for second.
That
Kevin down the
could
inside, and now is through. Kevin up to second again.
that could have been the decision for the race win, as Connor is now
Oh,
doing some
Kevin, small
distance.
mistake there. They're side by side out of tower now. Coming side by side down into Le Mans corner. Oh, and Tony is already through, up ahead now again. So Tony back into second now.
1.5 seconds of a gap to first place. That's really huge. So Tony and Kevin has to play some. They have to play some games together to catch up to Connor as well.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
maybe if they're going to fight it out, they will lose time definitely. So I'm excited about what they are going to plan out.
It's still really close together. But Connor now just is pulled away. But I think that's it for the race win with Connor unless he does a mistake.
Yeah, maybe they're doing a bit of bump drafting. We have to have a look at the lap times in the next 2 to 3 laps
Yeah,
if
that's true.
they're able to catch up.
Let's see how that develops. Kevin's staying behind for now, so yeah, as you said, they're maybe trying to aim to get closer to Connor again. Also, I think they gained like 2/10 to him, right? Now down to 1.1 seconds, so they're definitely gaining a bit back to him. So who knows? It might not be over yet.
And maybe as Connor isn't in the slipstream right now, he has to use more of his tires. So his advantage of saving tires in the first half of the race may not be profiting him yet.
Question is also how much tires he even saved with how much he had to battle.
Stefan Rupert is currently leading the M class in P9 overall, with a small gap to Micha Poisel by 2.2 seconds. Micha is actually catching up by 4/10 on the last lap. So it may be close, but it could be that Stefan is far ahead. So maybe deciding the first win of today's race in the M class. But we're going to have a look at that later on.
It's now Tony Richter and Kevin Lazar caught up 2/10 last lap, but Finn Matusek went even faster than they did with 59.1, slowly starting to drop Christopher's now. You see, the gap is still 1.1 seconds, so they're like barely out of the draft. But it's interesting to see after his like dominant quality performance from Conor Franson that he can't really pull away that
Pull
much yet.
off.
Although he did, like he gained a bit through here, but the gap is still staying really close as further down the field. Jordan Osborne just overtook Daniel Beckett after P17. Let's see what happened there. Down into turn 3 again. That move we have seen a few
Oh,
times this
late
race.
dive.
Very good move. But Daniel also had to play with that he opened up there and didn't close in on him. But very nice move. Very well executed from both drivers and very good racing there.
Yeah, I'm really excited about the second race as well. How these three drivers are going to fight it out. And I mean, we got at the moment two drivers who crashed out in the first beginning of the race. It's Tim Sachs and Kevin Oderwald, and I'm going to be
Oh, there's
excited
been an
how.
accident. Janus Rode in the wall. That's very
Oh,
unfortunate for him. Let's see what happened there. Aggressive racing down into the last corner. I think he just
he
squeezed
might
that
have
other
been hit.
Audi a bit.
Yeah, both Audis,
Oh, it's netcode actually.
netcode.
Yeah, and then can't really do much there. Into the wall.
Both Audis kicking themselves out.
Yeah. That's probably going to be looked at by the race control after the race. But now back to Conor Franson in the lead. Now the gap seems to have come down to 1.0 seconds now. So they're nearly back in the draft again. So let's see how that influences the last few laps now. As Daniel Beckett is coming down into pit road. Probably pitting for fuel as he probably also put too little fuel there. As Ruven Nägele now overtakes the Corvette of Sam McConnell, but they're still fighting through there. Now Sam McConnell is still ahead again.
He's taking a late apex, carrying down more speed down the straight, and he's now pulling out of the slipstream, trying an overtake around the outside of Sam. But he's going to make a late move
Wait,
down the no.
Sam's still
He's
staying ahead
sticking to
there,
it.
up in P6. Very good race for him so far.
Maybe we can have a look at P12. There's actually a close fight going on. 3 cars within a second. I'm excited if they are going to battle it out right now in the last corner. It's the Lamborghini of Kenzie van der Werken,
As he goes
followed by
wide
Wesley
there.
and Moritz.
Wesley now also had a snap there.
Yeah, but I guess that gap is too big to make any move.
As now, as we look to the front of the field, Toni Richter is now back in the draft with Kevin following very closely to them. So it seems to be that the Mercedes have a really strong race pace, but not that good in quali apparently.
Maybe the Mercedes is dealing way better with the cold temperatures we're having right now, as the Aston Martin could be a reason as well, because they didn't go for pole in qualification, because in qualification the temps were much higher than right now. So we're even able to see how each car brands is dealing with the different amounts of temperatures on the road, and it's quite interesting to see.
Oh, there's been the overtake from Christophers, overtaking Finn Matusek. That's on the straight with a lot of top speed there. Finn also lifting there. Maybe Finn had a slowdown. Let's check that. Maybe he got a
Yeah,
slowdown.
it could be.
I mean, it doesn't look like it. Not over here at least. So maybe Finn also has problems with the fuel and has to fuel save a bit. But let's see.
That could be a reason, yeah. I mean, we're in the last 2.5 minutes of the race, so we're
Next
having
lap is going to be last lap.
less. Yeah, next lap's going to be last lap, so I'm really excited how these fights are going to turn out. I do not guess that Connor is giving away his first position.
Let's see though. Janus rode down into the last corner, overtaking Moritz Blitzer here. So even with his broke
Very
Audi, he's
late.
still making up places there, which is very nice to see.
Last lap 59.1 by Tony, Connor, and Kevin. And that's really close. I mean, that's top level fighting we are seeing right here. And I guess now, yeah, the white flag is being shown. They're racing down the main straight for the last lap of the first race of tonight. And it seems like Connor is still holding on to that first position and not letting Tony and Kevin getting closer by any tenth.
Let's see if Kevin goes for a move now though. Now this is the last lap. He's very close now actually, like 32 tenths behind. So maybe he can go for a late move down to the hairpin. The slipstream he also has. He hits the move. He pulls out again. That would have been a bit late. A bit far away. Kevin
Oh,
runs
and
really wide there.
Kevin runs really wide. They are grabbing a lot of dust on the outside.
So that's probably
Maybe
over for
leaving
him.
leaving some dust on the track as well, with the yellow and red striped flag being shown.
Yeah.
But I guess his mistake is giving away too much tenth to gaining up to second place to Tony. Connor is still leading down by 7/10 down the back straight, and I guess Tony will not be able to make any move right here because he's too far away. We've seen some great fighting into the first race, and it's actually Connor taking down the flag, down the main straight, and securing the first win of tonight's race. We got
Oh.
a second race car. Oh, and he's actually throwing away his car right
Oh.
there.
Nice spin.
And
Yes. So
yeah, it's the winner of the first race, and I'm really excited about the second race coming up in a few minutes if he's able to secure that second win.
very close also
And
here for position 9 overall.
that's Stefan Rupert leading down the M class, securing the win in M class and leading the championship. And congratulations to him as well. Florian Kreuzer might have be P3 in M class, also finishing right now. It's great job by all of them.
As you see the last few drivers now slowly crossing the line. Congratulations to Connor for the win in the Pro class and to Tony for a P2 overall and the win in the Pro M class, and Kevin. Very good fight that they had there, and as it seems, Finn Matusek on the last lap only 202.5, so he probably had some problems with the fuel there. You now see Tim Sachse coming across the line. And his Mercedes. Closely followed by Matthias Eggert, but they're both not for position. As Tim, after a start crash, is 2 laps down. Now Jordan Osborne across the line. Last person to cross the line is Matt Getter without a rear wing, actually.
Oh, that's interesting how that car is still able to drive.
Yeah.
Uh,
So, yeah. That's it for the first race. Congratulations to all of our drivers. It was a very, very good race, very good fighting there. And let's hop straight into the second race. Now that there's already been a 35-minute race, so hopefully there won't be any more problems with the fuel.
Now the drivers will definitely have the chance to readjust their setup and their fuel level. So I'm going to be excited with the first mistakes being done in race 1. The drivers will now get a second chance in race 2 to secure themselves some more points to the championship.
So yeah, as we now see all the drivers slowly going onto the grid. Last race winner of Conor Franston also now gridded. It's the last few seconds to run on the clock. We're now ready to go fighting again for another 35 minutes here on Sebring. Now the pace car slowly starts rolling, with Connor and Tony being in the first row behind. Then Kevin and Christopher, then Finn, Ruven, Alex, Stefan, Sam and Micha making our top 10 for the feature race. Go to chase cam for the start, watching from Finn Matusek, starting in 5th. Very early start there this time. Oh, very good start there from the line GP Porsche as Finn kinda cuts him off. Now going too wide with Christophers into turn 1. Very late move. As in the front, Tony goes a bit wide there, now fighting with Kevin for P2. But Kevin now pulls out. Finn and Christopher still side by side into turn 3 now. Oh, that was very close there. But Finn actually makes the move up to P4 now. Oh, there's a Lambo white there. That was Kenzie. Oh, they both line GP drivers. They were very deep. As Christophers loses another few positions there. So 3 positions down from the start already. He must be fuming right now. That was probably not how he imagined to start. As now, another driver. Oh, there's been a spin in the background. There's been a big accident for Moritz Spitzer. What happened there? Oh, that was...
Oh,
It looked like he just drove into the rear of him. That's not good, yeah. Oh, hey, this car is very, very damaged now. Hopefully you can make it back to the pit safely. Oh, as the light GP Mercedes there goes a bit wide in the background. Then McConnell there, overtaking him side by side now. Also Alex's teammate is also went through, but Sam McConnell now up to P6, yeah. As we see very close fighting at the front actually. Kevin now up to the lead, with Tony following very close behind, also wheel to wheel now with Connor. Finn also following very close behind. So now it seems like we have a four-way battle now with Finn, who also had very good pace last race, but unfortunately underfueled, and I think he also was involved in an accident early on. Let's see how that now plays out with them four battling at the front. Now Kevin already kind of pulled the gap now. They were fighting half a second ahead already. But I think the gap is going to be closed down very soon by Connor. As further down the field, can see Van der Werken. Now ahead of Christophers. So Christophers down in another position, already 5 positions lost from the start. Oh, Kevin went wide in the last corner, I think. Yeah, Kevin went very wide there in the last corner, with corner going for a very late move. So, seems like...
That's P1 given away, definitely.
No, Kevin is still actually ahead. And they're, like, it seems like Connor and Tony were banging with wheels a bit there in turn 1. Kevin now out very wide there. Connor down into turn 3, but he pulls out. So Kevin's still leading. It's like insane amounts of battles happening right now. In the background, Alex Stefanov with the fastest lap because of all the battling that has been going on in the front. I think Daniel Beckett might have had an accident. He definitely lost 2 positions. Let's see what happened there. Yep. Oh, his car is done for his
Yeah, that's
right rear
completely
tire
wrecked.
is done. Let's see what happened there. Seems to have just lost it himself in turn 1. Going in very fast. Yeah, that was too fast there. It's unfortunate for him. That's his race over.
Yeah. That car is broken, definitely. And it's actually Finn Matosek who's right now able to stick to the top 3 guys racing. Last race he was finishing in P4 with a small gap of over 2 seconds, I guess, if I remember quite well. But now he's able to stick down to the back of Toni Richter. And it's Kevin Lazar leading the race for the first time this evening, if I'm not being
No,
wrong.
he led after the start last race as well for a bit.
Ah, okay. So I'm excited to see if Connor's making the same move in the last 10 minutes of the race, overtaking the leader. Maybe he's doing the same strategy by saving some tires right now to use them later on. But if Tony, Finn and Kevin are going to play this out quite well and not fighting till the last minutes of the race, I guess they are able to take down the fight for P1 this race. And maybe we can have a look back to position 5 as they are racing quite close together behind the first pack.
Right now, Connor
It's actually
very
Kevin
close to
and
Kevin.
it's actually Kevin and Connor who are making some gap to P3 and 4 right
Connor
now.
down into the last corner now.
Sending it again, but Kevin is taking the wide line, maybe grabbing some extra speed on the exit.
Yeah, they're still side by side
Sunset
now
Bend.
coming to turn 1. And Kevin is ahead again, so that move did not work out that well for Connor. Now down in turn 1, no, he pulls out. But they're still kind of gapping Tony and Finn. So maybe if Finn can get ahead of Tony, maybe then they can close up again, because it seems like Finn has a bit better pace at the moment. And Finn further down the field, not further down the field, further down the image, going for a move, but he pulled out then again.
Now maybe we can have a look at P5 as they are quite battling down there. I mean, P5 to P11 are trying to follow up the leader's pack, and
Seems to be that Connor
yeah.
learned from last time and stayed
Oh,
behind
it's
Kevin now.
P13 who's currently having a problem down on the straight. Maybe we can have a look at Tim Sachse, who might be spinned himself. Maybe we can take a look at the replay. There should have been an incident right there.
Yeah, just loses it on throttle.
Ah,
Head on into the wall, that's not good.
he's losing his rear on the grass.
He keeps his front bumper though, which is good, so he won't be that much down on top speed.
Yeah, I hope so. I guess his first race wasn't that well, as he had to retire in race number 1.
And a bit wide there on the exit up onto the grass. Either in the last corner if he stays behind again. Yeah, still staying behind. Finn also kind of lost the draft now to Tony Richter. Now 1.1 seconds behind him.
Oh, and it's
Oh,
actually
oh,
Connor who's
Connor,
nearly spinning himself.
what happened there? Let's check what happened there. Connor down quite a few places, down to P4 now. Does he have
He had a
damage?
big moment in Sunset Bend at the exit.
Oh yeah. We got very lucky there with the save. Oh, that's very close with the wall. Holy shit.
And those rear tires are cooking right now, for sure.
Yeah.
He has to be extra cautious.
Also behind Finn Matusek now. So Kevin is now a second in the lead. Let's see how we can play that out now, if we can pull away from Tony. There's fighting going on in the background, I think. Maybe there's been an incident with Sam McConnell. Oh, they're just fighting. There's too wide down into the hairpin. Sam against Stefan Ruppert. As Kenzie kinda gets pushed out wide there. That's all fine so far. Oh, nearly a spin there from Stefan. I think Kenzie might have hit him a bit there on the braking. Kenzie now going through. And it seems to be Wesley also going through, but they're side by side now into Tower Corner. But Stefan can defend that well. Go back to the front again. It's Tony Richter now catching up to Kevin Lazar again. As in the background, Finn kind of lost draft to Tony again. And now Connor right behind Finn. Let's see if he's going to try to overtake him into the last corner there. While Finn is trying to defend, help his teammate Kevin in the lead. Connor going for a very, very late and aggressive move there. On the inside. Finn pulling out, trying to go for the switchback. Finn can come back into turn 1. Very close there. But Finn stays behind, so Connor is back into P3 now. See how long it will take him to catch back up to Kevin and Tony. It's further down the field, there's been an overtake. Matthias Eggert up another position, overtaking Jordan Osborne. Down into the last corner, having the inside. No, inside. He was in McLaren on the inside. But very, very good move there from him.
And it's actually Kevin Oderwald in P12 who's at the moment gained the most amount of positions by starting in 24th position and right now being in P12. I guess he's had the spins in the race 1, which thrown him back to the back of the field, but now he's catching and catching and catching to Wesley Peels. So I'm excited how he will finish up race number 2.
Oh, Kevin very wide in turn 1 there.
And it's actually in P11 Wesley Peels and Stefan Ruppert fighting out the lead of the M class right now, dividing themselves by 3/10. I'm interested if Wesley can attack Stefan at the end of this race, because Stefan has already won the first race and is leading now the M class, and it seems like that Wesley is at the moment the only guy who is able to fight for him in the championship. So I'm going to be excited how that will turn out as they are approaching Kenzie van der Werken, fighting with Sam for position 8, not far away.
And these wall breakers total, so let's see what happened there. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
his car definitely looks
that's...
damaged. He's
Oh,
been
he's
standing
staying there
there
for quite a
quite a bit of,
while.
yeah. He spun in the
Oh,
slower right-hander there. On a throttle,
yeah.
head on into the wall, yeah,
And that's...
that's quite a bit of damage
Lights
there.
turn out, and that should be a meatball flag as well. Oh,
Quite a aggressive rejoin there, but luckily no one was coming there. And Connor Franson is now very close again to Tony Richter. 8th behind only. So let's see if we can start making some moves in the next few laps. With half of the
that
race
McLaren...
already over.
That McLaren with lights out was actually remembering me of the Acura DPI, now Hypercar, in Road Atlanta
Wasn't it
at
the
night,
Cadillac?
when I'm pretty sure it was Acura,
I swear it was the pink
because
Cadillac.
yeah, it could be as well. It was a race leader at midnight
Yeah.
who switched off their headlights and basically flying over the track with headlights turned off as a leading car, overtaking slower cars, even a higher risk for them to not being seen. But yeah, our McLaren has pulled the safety move and escaped to the pits back, maybe just because of the car being undrivable or being the meatball flag being shown. Yeah, but now we are looking back at the top three. It's still Kevin, Tony, and Connor who are running down nearly an identical pace. Connor is maybe 3/10 faster last
But
lap.
there's been an incident for Kenzie van der Werken.
Oh,
What happened there? Following the Corvette of Sam McConnell. Yeah, he also lost it on throttle there. Same thing that we saw from, I think, Tim last race. Or was it this
yeah.
race as well?
Maybe
Say,
Tim left. Maybe Tim left some dust on the track right there,
yeah, who knows, yeah.
causing the Lamborghini to
Oh,
spin.
Connor overtook Tony just right now, down to turn 3, so let's see what happened
Oh, we
there.
have to have a look at that replay.
Yeah, down to turn 3, very aggressive move there, but very well executed. Also, fair play from Tony for leading the space there. Very well done from them.
Yeah, and Finn Matusek sadly falling down a bit, being not able to catch up with the top three of the race. Maybe he was pushing too much as well and not saving enough tires. But if I'm remembering well, we have had two Audis, right? Where I only see Wesley Peels in P10
Yeah,
with the Audi.
Kevin, not Kevin, Jannis Rode isn't driving right now, so
Ah, okay.
I don't know why he isn't driving, but yeah, he only took part in the first race.
Oh, and
Oh,
the Porsche
the
is
Porsche,
running wide.
yeah. Daniel Beckett
That's an
there is going slow on the
overlapped car,
grass. Maybe
making
distracted them a
accidentally
bit.
space.
Kevin
Yeah.
now defending down into the hairpin. Connor, wow, that was very close there on the brakes. I thought Connor was maybe about to run into the rear of Kevin. But they both managed to take the corner there.
Wesley Peels is actually chasing down Stefan Ruppert, being close to making an overtake. And he's actually overtook him right now in P9. That's the lead for the M class.
Watch that back. Well, the guys in front are fighting very closely. But here,
Oh,
out of the hairpin,
oh,
small slide there for
that's
Stefan Ruppert. So
making
Wesley just takes the position there. Let's go back to the front of the field though. O'Connor really close to Kevin. If Kevin defends. No, Kevin doesn't defend, so Connor takes his chance. Down into the hairpin. Side by side.
it's a very late move,
Connor
and he
ahead
has
at the
done it.
exit. But maybe Kevin
He has
can
done
go
it.
back into turn 10 now. Turn 8 it should be. Down into Cunningham. No, Kevin pulls back. But now Tony is really close behind them again, so the three are reunited again. So let's see how that will influence now. Let's see if Connor can pull a gap actually, or if they're going to stay together again. Kevin out wide there.
Grabbing a bit of dust on his left side tires. I hope he will not struggle with that. And Finn Matusek in the Lamborghini trying to keep with the top 3. But he's not be able to get into the slipstream, definitely.
Oh, I think there was a slight mistake there from Connor on the exit. We went a bit wide there. Now Kevin has a chance to go overtake him back into the last corner, side by side into Sunset. As Kevin goes ahead now a bit, but they're still side by side. Really good racing there. Very respectful, leaving a lot of space. So let's see, maybe if Tony can do something now. He's making a 3 wide. No, he's not.
Maybe
Now
he will be
Kevin
the
on the
lucky
outside.
third.
Yeah. Kevin around the outside. Can he make it?
Oh,
Kevin
he's running
stays ahead,
wide.
very wide. But he makes it and he's still ahead. Now Connor down the inside maybe. He has to defend against Tony. Pushes him wide a bit there. But very good racing there from these three. Very aggressive. Very nice to watch.
And these fights are more chances for Finn to gain time back on them. And there's
Oh, very aggressive
Connor
defending there from
defending on the
Connor.
inside. And actually Tony pushing him out of the hairpin. Definitely having more speed than him. Bump drafting him up into the next turn. Going outside, Connor on the inside, defending. And he's going for a late breakdown there. Trying it around the outside, but Connor's closing him down. Definitely he has played with it. So luckily no crash there, just a small tap. But he's been very aggressive on Connor's rear. And oh, it's Kevin running wide. Kevin running very wide, grabbing a lot of dust right there. Maybe Connor is now able to get back into the slipstream of Kevin. And I guess Finn is closing up by every corner. That might be a fight of 4 people for the first position. 7 minutes left in the race.
Oh, Tony now
And
down the inside.
Tony, He's
Picks
trying
back
to send
again.
it.
Yeah, he pulls back out. So no move there from Tony.
I'm really excited about seeing the championship results after the first two races here in round number 1. They're being shown a bit later on, so we can't show it on stream after this race. But next stream we're going to reveal the current championship results. And I'm really excited about, especially in M class, who is going to fight out for the championship lead and championship win of this first season of SRC GT3 Challenge.
Now Connor back right behind Kevin Lazar. With only 2 laps to go after this lap. Also, last 4 minutes now. So let's see how that will play out. If Connor tries to go for the overall win, which he probably will. Oh yeah, that was very close there with this lapped car with Matt Gatter.
Yeah, I was about to say there's a car on the right side.
Now Connor really close behind Kevin. Not even a chance behind him. Wait, going down into the inside there. I haven't seen that move very often, but he executed it very well. Very aggressive move there. But well done from him. Let's see if Kevin now can come back. Now around the outside into the hairpin now. Maybe a disadvantage there on the exit. Maybe pulls out behind. So Connor now back into the lead again overall. With Kevin still really close behind him. Let's see what Kevin can do now. Still sticking behind him though. Not trying to go for a move. Maybe he's waiting for the last lap. And maybe if it comes to the last lap, he's going to be too far behind because now he's been dropped a bit already. And now Toni Richter behind him, very, very close. So maybe he's looking for a move as well.
It's going to be last lap as they are crossing right now start and finish line. And it's going to be a close fight. Toni making some move onto Kevin.
Kevin having to go
defending on
defensive
the
there.
inside. But Toni's trying to make it on around the outside. Good for Connor.
Still on the outside. So Connor
and
quite a bit ahead in the lead now. With Kevin and Toni trying to battle it out now. Last lap now, white flag being waved. Kevin now being back behind Toni again. And Finn also closing in from behind. Now wheel to wheel down into turn 3. Kevin now with the inside, but he pulls back out as Toni kind of pushes him a bit wide there. Now Finn right behind Kevin again. So that might be it for Kevin because he lost quite a bit of time there. Now 5 tenths behind Toni. I don't think he's going to get back from that.
That's much of a gap. 1.5 seconds.
But he's actually back now again. Really close now. 3 tenths back again. So maybe he can go for a move down to the sunset or maybe even more corner before.
Finn also closing down and battling it out for second place. He's definitely able to gain on them, like making a move down the inside of Sunset Bend. Maybe he's waiting for the perfect moment if Kevin and Toni are battling it out on the straight. And I'm hoping for clean racing right now because last race, last corner, last move is also.
Oh, Finn, no!
Oh, Finn. Finn has thrown it away.
Finn is dead. Yeah.
And
that's hope he rejoins safely. Yeah. That's done for it.
Oh, yeah,
that's done.
Completely
That's
fucked.
done. Oh. Oh, that's
very
unlucky.
To make a move right there. Shit.
That's very shit for him. But now let's focus on the last corner. Kevin probably too far behind to make a move. Yeah. Kevin too far behind to move. So the win now. 2 races, 2 wins. Connor Franson, very very good performance today. Toni Richter also behind him. 2 wins in this class as well. Connor again going for the spin. Kevin third again. So no change there in positions. Now a bit further down the field. Let's look at Ruben Nägele.
Wesley Peels in P10 is actually crossing a line to grab the win in.
No, Stefan Ruppert is winning. Stefan Ruppert takes the win again. I think he also took the win last race by.
Yeah, definitely.
So
yeah, that's
also both races won by him. Behind him, Wesley Peels. Then Tim Sachse actually coming across the line in 3rd place in the AM category. He should be. I think he's going to be very happy with that.
That's some consistent good points.
Yeah, alright, beat him, Matthias Eggert.
Able to finish in race 1. But now he's grabbing the podium in M class.
Now Alfie Edivian coming across the line. Behind him, Jordan Osborne also coming across the line. Then Sebastian Carena. Kevin. Oh, I think there's been another crash. Yeah, there's been another crash between Matesek, I think. Oh no, maybe Kevin Oderwald just ran out of fuel. I think Kevin Oderwald ran out of fuel. That's what happened.
Oh. That's hard.
Yeah, that's...
Was he able to...
I don't think he's able to finish. He just rolled out before the line. Now Finn Matesek limping across the line. Very, very unlucky finish for him. Spinning from 4th.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Kevin rolling out there. We see P2 and P3 overall.
Yeah, that was some good and clean racing, I guess. With 2 races on tonight evening, we have the first round of Sebring finished, and we're shortly going to announce the championship standings, looking on who is leading in Pro, Pro M, and M class. But for that, if you want to know the details, you have to join our Discord, and from there on you can see the detailed information about the league. And if you're also willing to join and race in the first season, you can easily go on our website and register yourself right there. So I think we can close on tonight's evening.
Also, if any of the drivers are watching the stream, yeah, we have some drivers in the interview room. Let's pull up Stefan Ruppert. Hello, Stefan. Congratulations for your
Hi,
2
servus.
wins.
Thanks a lot.
Very good
I
racing.
don't know. Yeah, I don't know why the race if I'm P1 or P2 because
Yeah, but we tried to do some own classes for the Pro, Pro M, and M, but actually we can only see it off the start because of the starting numbers, because we're not able to divide 3 classes in
ah,
iRacing. We would like, but yeah,
yeah, no
we're not
problem.
able to. We're not able to, but yeah, we're very happy to have you here, and yeah, congratulations to your win. So I guess it's definitely a championship lead for you, and I'm going to work on the championship results later on, and then I'm going to release it.
Okay. Yeah, perfect. Sounds very good.
So if you want
Perfect.
to talk us through a bit through your races, how did they go for you? Because like from our perspective, from like an outside viewer, it was very like quite a lot of action going on there, like a lot of racing. So how was it for you as a driver?
For me as a driver, the first 2 and 3 laps was a little bit difficult because yeah, the track is it feels smaller than it is. But after the traffic at the first 2 or 3 laps, it would be only finish safe. So let's have a look, make no mistakes, and the rest will come to myself. So yeah, I'm not the fastest racer, but I try to be safe. So that's the thing. I hope to finish the next races also.
Seems to have worked very well for you for those 2 races. So congratulations on your win there, and let's hope for you that you can keep it up in the future. Congrats.
Thanks. Thank you a lot.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye bye.
Now let's pull up Tony Richter, who won the Pro M class in both races and had quite a lot of battles for the lead. So let's hear from him. Hello, Tony. Congratulations on your win in both races in your class. And there was also a lot of battling going on in both races for the lead overall. So how was that as a driver?
Ja, also my English is very, very bad, muss ich dazu sagen.
Don't worry.
We can talk on German. Das ist kein Problem.
Okay, perfekt. Ja, war schwitzig, sagen wir es mal so. Setup gerade so noch vorm Rennen fertig bekommen, dass sich das Auto einigermaßen gut bewegt, aber ja, war gut. Hat Spaß gemacht.
Ja, deswegen, wir haben auch gesehen, die Mercedes waren, glaube ich, dieses Rennen ziemlich stark unterwegs. Die Lamborghinis hatten wohl ein bisschen Traktionsprobleme, aber wie hat sich das denn von den Temperaturen verhalten? War das am Anfang schwierig, auf Temperaturen zu kommen oder allgemein, sage ich mal, die ersten Runden das Auto auf Temperatur und auf Pace zu bekommen, oder wie hat sich das Ganze so am Anfang verhalten?
Ja, so die erste Runde ist halt typisch, das kennt man ja, da ist schwer, das Auto zu bewegen, aber dann zum Schluss ist das Auto extrem eingebrochen. Da Untersteuern war extrem. Ja, aber so an sich bin ich zufrieden.
Das freut mich. Also, es war ein sehr schönes Battle, was wir uns da angucken konnten. Also, ihr 3 wart da vorne ja wirklich jedes Mal am Kämpfen wie Holle und, hat auf jeden Fall von außen sehr viel Spaß gemacht, da zuzuschauen. Und, ja, ich freue mich auf nächstes Rennen und auch wenn ihr nächstes Rennen wieder mit dabei seid. Ähm, genau, hat echt Spaß gemacht und, noch danke an dich und natürlich auch alle anderen, die heute hier mit dabei gewesen sind, die das alles hier möglich gemacht haben. Genau.
Sehr gerne, immer wieder.
Super.
Vielen Dank. Dann wünsche ich dir noch einen schönen Abend und, dann sehen wir uns auf jeden Fall nächste Runde.
Genau so machen wir das. Schönen
Super.
Abend euch.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.
So that was Toni Richter winning the AM class both times. So I guess that's it for the evening, as we don't have Connor in the waiting room. But yeah, I think in conclusion you can say like it was a lot of racing going on here, and no matter in what class, like also between classes, like there were pro AM drivers battling with pro drivers, there were pro AM drivers battling with AM drivers. There was like a lot of action going on. It was very exciting to watch. I hope all of you guys also liked it as much as we did, and hope to see you all back next race in, let me check, I don't actually remember when it is. Next race at the 6th of April, so in around 3 weeks,
Out America.
on Road America, which is going to be one 90-minute race, so one longer endurance race. So I hope you guys are excited for that. Their first time with a pit stop, so there's going to be more strategy involved there. So yeah, let's see how that's going to play out there. So I hope you all like the race and hope to see you guys back next time. Bye.
Yeah, I wish you guys a nice evening, and we're going to see ourselves back in Road America. Have a great night.
Bye bye.